Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Shrunvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Hrudayantasto hi abhadrani vidunoti surutsatam Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya Bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 21, verse 51 and 52. Verse 51. अद्यनस्तमसपारस्त्वयोपासादितः प्रभो भ्राम्यतां नष्टदृष्टीनां कर्मभिर्दैव सज्ञितैः. Synonyms: Adya, today; Naha, of us; Tamasaha, of the darkness of material existence; Paraha, the other side; Tvaya, by you; Upasaditaha, increased; Prabhu, O Lord; Brahma Yatam, who are wandering; Nashtadrishtinam, who have lost their goal of life; Karma Bihi, on account of past dates; Daiva Sabnitaihi, arranged by superior authority. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: The citizens continued, "Today you have opened our eyes and revealed how to cross to the other side of the ocean of darkness by our past deeds and by the arrangement of superior authority. We are entangled in the network of fruitive activities and have lost the sight of destination of life. Thus we have been wandering within the universe." Purport: in this verse, the words karma bhir daiva sabnitaihi are very significant. Due to the quality of our action, we come to the association of the modes of material nature, and by superior arrangement, we are given a chance to enjoy the fruitive results of such activities in different types of body. In this way, having lost the sight of their destination in life, all living entities are wandering in different species throughout the universe, sometimes getting birth in a lower species and sometimes existence in higher planetary systems. Thus, we are all wandering since time immemorial. It is by the grace of the spiritual master and the supreme personality of Godhead that we get the clue of devotional life, and thus progressive success in our life begins. Here, this is admitted by the citizens of King Prathu. In full consciousness, they admit the benefit they have derived from the activities of Maharaj Prathu. Text 52. नमो विवृद्धसत्त्वाय पुरुषाय महीयसे यो ब्रह्मक्षत्रमाविश्य बिभर्ति तं स्वतेजसा. Synonyms: Namaha, all obeisances; Vivruddha, highly elevated; Sattvaya, onto the existence; Purushaya, onto the person; Mahiyase, onto one who is so glorified; Yaha, who; Brahma, Brahminical culture; Kshatram, administrative duty; Avishya, entering; Bibharti, maintaining; Idam, this; Swatejasaha, by his own prowess. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: Dear Lord, you are situated in your pure existential position of God goodness. Therefore, you are perfect representative of the Supreme Lord. You are glorified by your own prowess, and thus you are maintaining the entire world by introducing Brahminical culture and protecting everyone in your line of duty as Kshatriya. Purport: without the spread of Brahminical culture and without proper protection from the government, no social standard can be maintained properly. This is admitted in this verse by the citizens of Maharaj Prathu, who could maintain the wonderful situation of his government due to his position in pure goodness. The word Vivruddha Sattvaya is significant. In the material world, there are three qualities, namely goodness, passion, ignorance. One has to be raised from platform of ignorance to the platform of goodness by devotional service. There is no other means for elevating one from the lowest stage of life to the highest stage but the execution of devotional service as advised in previous chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam. One can raise himself from the lowest position to the highest simply by associating with devotees and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam regularly from their mouths. शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्णा पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तना हृदयन्तस्थो ह्यभद्राणि विद्युनोति सुहृत्सताम्. When one engages in devotional service, in the first stage of hearing and chanting, the Lord, who is in everyone's heart, helps the devotee in cleansing his heart. Bhagavatam 1.2.17. In the gradual cleansing process, one is relieved of the influence of passion and ignorance and is situated on the platform of goodness. The result of association with the qualities of passion and ignorance is that one becomes lusty and greedy. But when one is elevated to the platform of goodness, he is satisfied in any condition of life and is without lust and greed. This mentality indicates one's situation on the platform of goodness. One has to transcend this goodness and raise himself to the pure goodness called Vivruddha Sattva or the advanced stage of goodness. In the advanced stage of goodness, one can become Krishna conscious. Therefore, Maharaj Prithu is addressed here as Vivruddha Sattva or one who is situated in the transcendental position. But Maharaj Prithu, although situated in the transcendental position of the pure devotee, came down to the position of Brahmana and Kshatriya for the benefit of human society and thus gave protection to the entire world by his personal prowess. Although he was king of Kshatriya, because he was a Vaishnava, he was also a Brahmana. As a Brahmana, he could give proper instruction to the citizen, and as a Kshatriya, he could rightly give protection to all of them. Thus, the citizens of Maharaja Prithu were protected in all respect by the perfect king. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purport of 4th canto, 21st chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Instruction by Maharaj Prithu. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Romapada Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. I would like to seek the blessings from all the assembled Vaishnavas and thank you for giving me an opportunity to purify myself. Please forgive me for any shortcomings. So, in this chapter, the citizens are welcoming Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj is a Shaktavesha Avtara. Then, the instruction of Prithu Maharaj to the citizens are given here in this chapter. And then we learned a little bit about different types of bhakti, Mishra Bhakti mixed with the karma and jnana. Then Prithu Maharaj established the glories of Brahmana, Vaishnavas. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned that holy dust of the Brahmanas and the Vaishnavas are the pilgrimage. Then we saw the citizens praise Prithu Maharaj after this instruction. They congratulate Prithu Maharaj after King Prithu has spoken really nice. Everyone, the demigod, Brahmana, the devotee, they congratulate him and they gave him benediction like, may he be blessed, may he always have a pure reputation. He's always affectionate towards the citizen. He is humble, and because of his humility, he does not like to take the credits. In this particular verse, we saw the very beautiful aspects of how citizens feel that Prithu Maharaj has opened their eyes and he has revealed how to cross to the other side of the ocean of darkness by giving them or by enlightening them into the process of bhakti. But before we even move, we need to remember and stop by and remember what we sing every day in the morning, Mangalarti, to praise the Guru. where Guru actually, spiritual master actually takes us from the deep ocean of ignorance to the place of light. Samsara dava nalanila loka. We learn in that the spiritual master is receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy, just as the cloud outpours water on the forest fire to extinguish it. So the spiritual master delivers materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. So before we even begin to delve into the verse, we offer our most respectful obeisances to the lotus feet of spiritual master, who is the ocean of auspicious qualities. Prutu Maharaj being congratulated by the citizen and the citizens offering gratitude to the Prutu Maharaj because of his mercy and their pious activities, past deeds, they have got the vision of how to go back to Godhead. Here they are saying that you have opened our eyes, revealed how to cross the other side of the ocean of darkness. And by the past dates and by arrangement, superior authority, we are entangled in the network of fruitive activities and have lost the sight of destination of life. So due to the ignorance, we are put into the darkness. And in this darkness, we don't know what is the ultimate destination. We keep wandering back and forth into this universe in different material forms, in different material species. And there is one, just imagine, like we buy one ticket and we don't actually get off that particular destination. And we keep going back and forth to do the same from, and this to and fro is repeatedly we are doing. And what would be the level of our frustration because we are not reaching the destination? So if we don't get off the destination, we get frustrated, and instead of getting frustrated, we need to know our destination. Otherwise, we just keep wandering in that cycle of going and coming, means birth and death, the cycle of birth and death. And we keep wondering because of our ignorance. We often say that our ignorance is bliss because we think that as long as I don't know the destination, I'm enjoying the material world. But then we actually forget that this material enjoyment is also being sanctioned by superior authority. So most of us are involved in fruitive activities, and because of this, we fully engage in the fruitive activities and we are entangled in this network. So we want to go to the other side of the darkness. Then we need to find that light. Finding the light means practicing pure bhakti. So who is the reservoir of pure bhakti then? Pure devotee. So pure devotee has a pure bhakti. In this purport also, in this verse, it is by the grace of the spiritual master and the spiritual personality of Godhead that we get the clue of devotional life. And thus, the progressive success in our life begins. That we need to understand a few things eh, because in this verse, two levels are being discussed. That whatever we want from material point of view, Krishna is the ultimate sanctioner here. We desire, and due to the quality of our actions, we come into the association of the mode of material nature. In Bhagavad Gita 3.27 says, Prakrutehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of the false ego, thinks that himself, the doer of the activities that are in actually carried out by the three modes of material nature. We think that I am the doer, but actually the modes of material nature are actually pushing us to decide for us. But the law is decided in such a way that that's why Krishna is away from this. Even though Krishna is away from this, he is the ultimate sanctioner. In verse 52, the word Vivritta Sattvaya is very significant. In the material world, there are three modes, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance. Srila Prabhupada would say that these modes can be compared to the wet grass and dry grass. The mode of ignorance, in terms of trying to light it on fire. So the mode of ignorance is compared to the wet grass. It's very difficult to light that on fire. So, in other words, if someone is too much influenced by the mode of ignorance, it's difficult for them to become Krishna conscious. And the passion is compared to the regular grass, which it could be lit either. And the dry grass can be lit very easily. So the idea is we want to become more situated in the goodness, because if we are more situated in the goodness, then it will be easier for us to become Krishna conscious. And similarly, with propagation work, trying to spread Krishna conscious, it's easy to make people, to help people be Krishna conscious who are in the mode of goodness, and less easy for those in the mode of passion and ignorance. One can raise himself from the lowest position to the highest simply by associating with devotees and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Shranvatam Swakatha Krishna, Punyashravana Kirtana, Rudayantasto Yabhadrani, Vidunoti Surutsatam. When one engages in devotional service in the first stage of hearing and chanting, the Lord, who is in everyone's heart, helps the devotee in cleansing heart. In the gradual cleansing process, one is relieved of the influence of passion and ignorance and is situated on the platform of goodness. But one has to transcend of goodness and raise himself to the pure goodness called Vivruddha Sattva, which is the advanced stage of goodness. In the advanced stage of the goodness, one can become Krishna conscious. Therefore, Maharaj Prithu is addressed here as a Vivruddha Sattva. I would like to stop here. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.